Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday virtual open mic happening here from the virtual Club Passim. This is the Somerville branch of Club Passim these days. Let's say a few things about the club before we get things started here. If you've never been to Club Passim, Passim is part of a nonprofit organization. We've been running as a nonprofit now for the past 25 years, but the venue's been around for over 60 years in Harvard Square, starting out as the Club 47 back in 1958. As a nonprofit these days, we have a lot of different kinds of programming that happens. We have the club, where we run shows 7 nights a week when we're open, but we run shows pretty much several nights a week here online since we've been closed. We also have a music school. All of our classes and workshops have moved online. We have a Celtic festival called BCM Fest. We had our summer version back in July online, and we will have our January version, the big version of it, happening online as well. We've got some of our outreach shows that have been happening streaming, and we've got coming up over Labor Day weekend. We've got our Campfire Festival that is going to be 4 days of incredible music, the Friday through Monday of Labor Day weekend, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. And we've got just tons and tons and tons of great music, a lot of new faces that have never played the club before and that we're hoping to one day get actually into the club. Labor Day weekend is also the kickoff weekend for applications for the Iguana Music Fund. We've been running that for over 10 years now, and every year we give out over $40,000 in grants to New England-based artists to help with their projects. But also this year, we've started the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. If you go to passim.org/pair fund, you can apply if you've played at Passim sometime in the last 10 years, apply for grants just to help with living expenses while we are living through this pandemic. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you would not mind, you can share this stream with your social networks, and that helps to get some eyes on what we have going on here for these Tuesday open mics. But also we ask for a suggested donation. A suggested donation of $10 helps with our operating costs. And when we have other shows, our suggested donations are being split between the club and the artists. These open mic nights have been a great way for us to find out about new people that we didn't know about. And having a virtual open mic has been particularly great because people can tune in from absolutely anywhere in the world, and you don't have to find parking in Harvard Square, which is probably the worst part of Passim. The only bad part, really, is having to find parking in Harvard Square. But here, you don't have to. You're just parked where you are. And we're excited to have you here. We do have a lot of great shows coming up over the next several nights. If you go to passim.org/stream, where you can make your donation, you'll also see our schedule, including Zachariah Hickman tomorrow night. We've got on Thursday, Griffin House. Friday is the Passim School of Music Instructor Showcase. Saturday, we're going to be doing a live stream from Club Passim of Lloyd Thayer for his 60th birthday show. And a lot of great stuff still to come. And remember, tune in long stretches over the Campfire Festival. If you go to passim.org/campfire, you're going to see the full schedule up there online with links clicking to everyone's website, so you can check them out and see what you're gonna have happen over that weekend. So we've got a great open mic here tonight. We've been running these regularly on Tuesdays now for a couple of months. We'll be doing that through the fall. We are so excited to have you here, and we have a full schedule. But starting us off tonight here, we've got Olivia Wendell. Olivia, welcome to our open mic.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
This is cool.
Absolutely. And where are you tuned in from?
I'm in New York City.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And how did you find out about Club Passim?
My mom is really good friends with Adam Klein, who does a lot of work with Club Passim. Yeah.
Worked with us for years. That's amazing.
Right. And I grew up outside of Boston also, so I've known about Club Passim for a long time.
Fantastic.
So,
well, it's always good to have Adam connections.
Adam
is our biggest champion and one of our heroes. So
shout out to Adam. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Hopefully he's tuned in.
I think he is. Yeah. Hey, Adam. Yeah.
All right. Well, take it away, Olivia.
Thank you so much. Take these off. Cool. This first song is called Portland, where I've never been. But we write songs about those things sometimes. Late blooming that makes its way to Van Cortlandt. I'm dreaming of Portland. I got this broken GPS and an old backpack. How much further can I trek till I don't know my way back? I'd rather get somewhere fast than nowhere slow. How much further can I go till I don't know my way home? I'm going on my own. Thank you. Got another one. I don't know if I should put these back on. I'm just gonna put these back on because they look cool. Cool. I have another one. I'm just gonna really quickly tune, make sure we're all good. I hope everyone's having a great night. Once again, thank you so much to Club Passim for this amazing, amazing opportunity, and I'm super psyched to hear everyone else too. So. This next song is called Winthrop. I'm gonna take these off now. Woo, cool. All right. This is Winthrop. Raking leaves and shoveling snow, trying to pretend this is normal. If I hadn't seen your face, I'd never know. You've been dying since the funeral. Father, Father, like a tree, tall as an evergreen, falling like a frail old thing. I remember the sound of a heavy blow, the whistle of a tree as it goes down slow. Oh, where did you go? I found you on the forest floor. You said the wind
fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah,
A little hot in this apartment.
I just turned my air back
Sweating.
off again. I've been turning it on and off in between sets.
Yeah.
But really great to hear you. Thank you for coming and playing for us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing more. If you go, if folks go to Olivia Wendell Music at Instagram, you can follow her there. But it also has links to her YouTube as well. So
Thank you so much.
we are a tight ship.
We're sweating it out together.
It's all good. It's all good.
Thank you.
I liked how you're from New York. You're wearing a Boston shirt and singing about Portland. You are.
You guys,
You're a whole tour within yourself.
You've got to have multitudes, as a person.
Well, thanks again for playing for us. Really great stuff.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right, coming up next, we're going to hear from Scott Fab. Scott, where are you tuned in from here?
I'm tuning in just outside of Detroit at Royal Oak, Michigan.
Excellent. And what's your connection? How did you find us?
Just in folk circles, the name always gets brought up, and it's during this pandemic. It seems like a great time to try to visit clubs virtually that you just can't seem to get to on a regular or any basis. And so
yeah, that's been the really fun thing about doing these streaming shows, is just connecting in a new way. It's never going to be a replacement for getting together in a room, but it's been a really nice way to kind of open the doors even wider than we otherwise could have.
Sure, and I find that visiting some of these, that there's a lot of local, so I'm getting to meet a lot of local people that I wouldn't have that opportunity. So
that's great. Well, we're looking forward to hearing you here. Take it away, Scott Fab.
All right, thank you. Well, can you tell me how these changes come about? When everything I thought I knew, I don't know now. Convince my feet to just keep moving on. Remind myself that you have gone this far. I can't breathe and I can't speak. I can't seem to find an answer that makes sense to me. Standing still beyond belief, broken branch from this family tree. The leaves begin to turn at summer's end, and the seasons change, then come right back again. Skies turn gray, skies turn blue. If I had my way, I would get to see you. I can't breathe and I can't speak. I can't seem to find an answer that makes sense to me. Standing still beyond belief, broken branch from this family tree. So let us love, let us laugh. We both know that nothing here lasts. So let love grow right where we stand. I can't breathe and I can't speak. I can't seem to find an answer that makes sense to me. Standing still beyond belief, broken branch from this family tree. Broken branch from this family tree. broken branch from this family tree. All right. And my second song is called How Is Your Heart? And thank you again, Matt and Abby and everybody at Club Passim for giving me an opportunity to play for you. How is your heart? How is your heart? Secret and safe, still waiting for your life to change. Does it ache around the edges? Bear a crack or two? Happens to the best of us, bound to happen to you. Life moves on by through days of light and dark. May I always be the one to ask you, how is your heart? How is your heart? Does it still have a song? Can you still hear it sing when you're alone? Does it now resist its beating after all it's been through? After all that you've done, it can't undo. Life moves on by through days of light and dark. May I always be the one to ask you, how is your heart? Yeah, how is your heart? How are you holding up? When this all can seem too much, when this all can seem too much. Life moves on by through days of light and dark. May I always be the one to ask you, how is your heart? And none of this is easy. At times it's awfully hard. May I stop myself to see you well and ask, how is your heart? Yeah, how is your heart? All right.
Sounding great, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, absolutely. So visit scottfabmusic.com to find more information about Scott. It's funny because usually, you know, at the open mic when we have him in person, we, you know, tell people to check people out and catch their shows locally and everything like that. But without that happening, make sure you do visit folks' websites, follow them on social media, because a lot of folks have been doing streaming shows, and it's what we have right now. And so support artists however you can. Thanks for coming and playing for us, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
You bet. All right, coming up next is someone that came and played the second one of these virtual open mics that we ever did. And she was so darn good, we asked her to come and play our Campfire Festival. So she's going to be part of the Campfire Festival this Labor Day weekend. Gabriella, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for the opportunity to play.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, take it away, Gabriella Simpkins.
Hi, I'm Gabriella Simpkins. I live on Cape Cod, and I've been playing music for about 10 years. I usually write indie folk or indie rock stuff, but today I have a couple of jazz songs that I've written. The jazz songs kind of just come out of the air. The first one is called Roundabout. Across the room you're standing, view too sublime, so much more than my heart could afford. Spend so much time just thinking, biding my time, measuring out the risk and reward. Smirks turned into smiles, glances to stares. It's been quite a while since I felt so fair. I'll do my best not to ruin the moment. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay in the now, holding my breath and waiting to exhale with you. I see your chest start to expand, passing your tests and praying. Give me the cue to leave my heart in the palm of your hand. But I don't wanna go and spoil this place. Don't want you to throw egg on my face. So I don't wanna know if you love me. The answer's often too roundabout, and I'd have liked to receive a warning. The air's much thinner when you're in the clouds. I've grown so afraid of rejection. The foundation's crumbling beneath the floor. This house was built with no clear direction. Fear is a stray cat that purrs on the porch. Seagulls are so much harder to catch than let fly. And maybe that's why this history repeats. Each year the beach gets hotter, they'll pass me by. But from this angle, they're still nice to see. I don't wanna go ruin the fun. We could just sit and smile, bathe in the sun. I don't wanna know if you love me. The answer's often too roundabout. I'd have liked to receive a warning. The air's so much thinner truth so much harder to hear than to tell. Yeah, I prefer that you stay above me, 'cause my lungs can't take altitude very well. Thank you. The next song that I have prepared is very, very fresh. I finished it over the weekend. So the metaphor on this one is really, really complicated. So the song is on the surface about gentrification, but I use it as a metaphor to describe someone who can't be happy by themselves. The thing about gentrification is that the stuff that ends up in a gentrified area isn't bad, but it makes it harder for low-income people to provide for themselves. And so the metaphor is this person that doesn't know how to be happy by themselves has this new person come into their life and make them happy, but they can't figure out how to do that on their own. You have gentrified my skull. The projects have become a hall for you to make a hall. Send a surveyor to check the grounds and preemptively bought me out to avoid civil wrongs. Founds and statues were alive in the square, beauties at which I could stare on my way to school. I don't mean to say these cause me woe, but where could I buy some new clothes so I'm not ridiculed? How can I fend for myself when all I behold is your wealth and all that it seems to inspire? A seasonal smile to my face. Maybe before you move out, you might let me borrow your plow, 'cause taking good care is a chore with no grocery store. But damn, the streets look refreshingly paved and painted with performative paint to detract from the art. I guess the museum makes this look nice, but right down the road there were mice nibbling through the wire. Thank you so much.
Gabriella Simpkins, damn, you're good.
Thank you.
I'm just so excited to be having you at the Campfire Festival, and thanks for coming and playing for us here at the open mic again.
Thank you.
You bet, you bet. All right, folks, we're going to try something a little different now. Some of our upcoming folks have not tuned in yet, so we're running slightly ahead of schedule. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a special little treat here, and we're going to play something from Izzy Heltai, who it is Izzy's birthday today. So we wanted to give Izzy a birthday shout out, and so producer Abby, we're going to send it over to her, and we're going to watch an old spruce session of Izzy Heltai.
Get off your phone, get off this park bench, get out the road. She's coming to drive you mad, and if you go home, tell her she's all you have, but it's too much. You should know that I never wanted you to change. Have on my friend back, you're not the stranger you became. I just don't know if I can stay here every day. You've been fighting with yourself again, and I blame myself again. Crash your old car into a snowbank. Get out your guitar. It's time that you sang that song you wrote her last fall, when winter was just a distant dream. You should know that I never wanted you to change. I want my friend back, you're not the stranger you became. I just don't know if I can stay here every day. You've been fighting with yourself again, and I blame myself again. Maybe this time we'll figure it out. Thought I could stand here and be your solid ground, but I'm cracking and I don't know what to do. Tell me we're fine, tell me it's alright, that we're gonna try, but you're getting much too tired to figure this out, and I can see it in your face again. Your patience wearing thin, I'm being sensitive.
That was a track from Izzy Helltie from a project that Redline Roots put together, and they got an Iguana Fund grant for that project, those spruce sessions. So we're thrilled to be saying a happy birthday to Izzy Helltie, and we're going to do another birthday video here. It is also Rosie Amador's birthday from Soli Canto. And she and her husband Brian and their daughter Elisa just put together a live record that they recorded, I believe it was last fall, and it is finally, the CD is out now and out in the world. And to celebrate that and Rosie Amador's birthday, we're going to play a little Soli Canto for you.
Amarás y el objeto de tu amor no siempre lo merecerá. Pensarás que es en vano el amar, que inútil es soñar con más. Llorarás, sentirás que en este mundo no hay lugar para aquel amor profundo y que la suerte tuya es vivir toda la vida en soledad. Llorarás y tal vez de ese llanto brotará la semilla del encanto y dirás que tal vez vale la pena y amarás.
O tal vez no, tal vez no, o tal vez no llegues a encontrar tu alma gemela.
O
Tal vez tu media naranja resulte el limón.
no.
Encontrarás el amor por donde lo encuentres. Y aprovecharlo no es tu decisión.
Sí mismo, o tal vez no.
Nunca se sabe qué nos traerá
Tal
el
vez
futuro.
O tal vez no.
Y lo que has bailado no te lo pueden
Tal vez
quitar.
no.
Requiere atención, esmero y paciencia. Ejercitar el músculo del amor,
El músculo del amor.
del amor,
El músculo del amor.
del
El
amor,
músculo del amor.
del amor.
Amarás y el objeto de tu amor no siempre lo merecerá. Pensarás que es en vano el amar, que inútil es soñar con más. Y llorarás, sentirás que en este mundo no hay lugar para aquel amor profundo y que la suerte tuya es vivir toda la vida en soledad.
Llorarás y con cada desamor aprenderás cómo amarte mejor y verás que aún vale la pena y amarás, 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 amarás.
That's Soli Canto with a new song from their live record that just was released. And happy birthday to Rosie Amador. Well, right now, so we've got a few folks that have not showed up for their slots. If you are tuned in right now out there and are scheduled to play for tonight, please come on backstage here in StreamYard with us because we've got space for you now. But coming up right now, we've got Katherine Congdon. Hello, Katherine. You are muted right now, so you'll need to unmute yourself so we can hear you.
Thank you. Yes, hello.
And where are you tuned in from?
I'm tuned in from Long Island, just outside of New York.
Great. Well, thanks for coming in and performing with us. Please welcome everyone, Katherine Congdon.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here. I know about Passim because of my sister Carla, who lives in Arlington, not too far from you, and we've been there a few times in person. So I follow you online and never can get to you enough. So I was very excited to see you were having an open mic. And I'm really honored to be on it. So my first song is called You. One of the benefits, I guess, of being home during this enforced or self-enforced homestay is having more time to play music. So the two that I wrote during our quarantine time this summer. So the first one is You on the ukulele. You, could you be true? Not like before, when I showed you the door. You couldn't be true so long ago. I just didn't know. So many years have passed, so many like the last time that we tried to make something we couldn't break. True, I'm guessing not you, though not like before. I'll still show you the door. True, I once really loved you. I did all that I could to turn things back to good. So many years have passed, so many like the last time that we tried to make something we couldn't break. Oh, my heart hurts to say, but I just can't go back. Oh, too many years too late. One last time we have to face it. You now heard my point of view. We can't turn back the time to make you once more mine. It's true. So many years have passed, so many like the last time that we tried to make something we couldn't break. So that was You. And my next song, after I take a sip of tea, is also written during quarantine, and it's a little bit about quarantine. I'm getting a little stir crazy being at home, and yet I have to be grateful for what I have going on in my life, because there's a lot of sad and tragic things going on in the world about me. One second. And this is called I Gotta Go.
send anything, anything you can. 'Cause I gotta go, gotta be free. Won't you please send someone for me? Sitting here at home, wanting to go out, knowing that I have to quarantine. Too many people are in dire straits. Got to count my blessings, yes I do. But please send a boat, please send a plane. Send me anything, anything you can. 'Cause I'm gonna go, I wanna be free. Won't you please send someone for me? Waiting for the signal that I can leave my home. Hearing all the stories I can find. Wishing I could wish away all the pain and heartache. Doesn't change the fact that I'm home. Where's that boat? Where's that plane? Don't think you're gonna send anything at all. Guess I'll stay home and play my guitar. Maybe home life ain't so bad at all. So forget the boat, forget the plane. Don't send anything even if you can. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna stay home. Count my blessings and all I have today. Yes, and count my blessings and all I have today. No, written while I was a little delirious, but you get the point. So thank you Club Passim for giving me the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of the wonderful, wonderful musicians play.
That's great, Katherine. Thank you so much for playing for us tonight. That is Katherine Congdon. So we are still waiting for some of our open micers to show up. So hopefully they will. If you're out there and you have signed up for the open mic and you don't show up, you will not get to play again. So you get taken off the list if you sign up and don't show up. But what we're going to do now is give you a little bit of preview of Zachariah Hickman's Parlor of Playfulness Volume 2 show that is happening tomorrow. Zachariah puts together some of the most imaginative and hilarious shows that we ever have at the club, including the Power Outage Party, including we had Bleep Year back on February 29th, just before we all got shut down. And he premiered this video at our Memorial Day Campfire Festival. So here's Dr. Zachariah Hickman with Friends in Low Places.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise, the fear in his eyes. And I took his glass of champagne and I toasted you. Said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I've got friends in places. Whiskey drowns the chases blues away. I I'm not big on social graces. I'll slip on down. Oasis, so I've got friends in low places. Yes, I do. I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. Then I've been there before. Everything is alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then, well, I'll be as high as that ivory tower that you're living in. 'Cause I've got friends in low places. Whiskey drowns, the beer chases blues away. I'll be okay. Oh, I'm not big on social graces. I'll slip on down the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. I've got friends in low places. Whiskey drowns, chases oh, I'm not big on social graces. I slip on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. Oh, I've got friends in low places.
That's Zachariah Heckman with Friends in Low Places. You can catch his Parlor of Playfulness Volume 2 show tomorrow night live on passim.org/stream or on our Facebook and YouTube pages as well. So come on, check it out. We're still waiting on folks. So what do you say we go around with some of our great people that have played already? This is a special treat to be able to get a bonus song in from our first few folks who played tonight. So let's welcome back Olivia Wendell.
Hello again.
It's so good to see you again.
Feels like I just saw you.
It sounds like we might be getting audio from the mic that is on your headphones right now, because I can hear it scratching against your shirt.
Is that better?
Much better. There
Sorry
we go.
about that.
Take it away, Olivia.
Cool. Thank you so much. Hey everyone again. Part 2. Cool. This is exciting to get to play another. So this is a song called Fully Grown Apt. I have my little plant back here. And it's about how I was feeling a little while ago and kind of what I needed to write about to go through it. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I guess it's about growth. When I'm older, I'm gonna have a garden with flowers and herbs and birds everywhere. In the morning, I'll wake up with the sun and do the work till the day is done. When I work, I'll think of her and how she raised a daughter who was strong enough to be a gardener. I will make things that are real. I will make things that can heal. I'll make them with both of my hands. They will stand on their own when they're fully grown. In the summer of 2009, I remember all my tomatoes died. Well, it comes as no surprise, she said, when you don't tend to things, they wind up dead. That never left my head. Now I'm tired of stagnation, of dreams that die with no causation, 'cause I'm afraid to love or water them enough. And I think of my mother and what she'd say if I asked her. She'd say, Olivia, be a gardener. You will make things that are real. You will make things that can heal. You'll make them with both of your hands. They will stand on their own. I will make things that are real. I will make things that can heal. I'll make them with both of my hands. They will stand on their own when they're fully grown. Thank you.
Olivia Wendell sounded fantastic. It was
Thank
so
you so
great,
much.
so great to get a bonus song in.
So great to get a bonus sweat in.
Well, thanks for suffering through it and playing again for us.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, why don't we bring back Scott Fab here? Hey again, Scott.
Well, hello there.
See, it's like bonus night here at the open mic. Why not?
No, I'm up and down the stairs turning the AC on and off, and off. Getting my exercise in.
See, it's the Passim open mic. It's not just an open mic; it's a workout program.
Yeah, you get to burn calories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, take it away, Scott.
All right. I saw you there where you fell apart. I saw it all come down. Too soon for you to find your way, too late for you to turn back now. I heard the sound of a whispering word. Silence hangs on the line. Say just about anything, but never let 'em catch you cry. If I knew how to tell you, then I would try and tell you everything will turn out right. If I knew how to say it, write it or trace it, to let you know it's almost over now. Someday soon, somehow. I saw the slack in your silhouette, bearing an awful weight. nothing that you bargain for, a little more than you can take. And I watch the hand of a careless man, selfish in every way. I can be a listener if there's any good that this will make. If I knew how to tell you, then I would try and tell you. Everything will turn out right. If I knew how to say it, write it or trace it, to let you know it's almost over now. Someday soon, somehow. Someday soon, somehow. If I knew how to tell you, then I would try and tell you. Everything will turn out right. If I knew how to say it, write it or trace it, to let you know it's almost over now. Someday soon, somehow. Someday soon, somehow. Someday soon, somehow.
Scott Fab, sounds beautiful.
Oh, thank you for the extra song.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out and being able to play for us. It's great.
Right on.
Yeah, you bet. All right. Well, we're going to have one more now from Gabriella Simpkins, who is going to be at our Campfire Festival this Labor Day weekend. Make sure you come and tune in. And if we still don't have some folks, we've got a couple of videos up coming for you. We feel like we're sort of like Pirate MTV in the early 80s. We get to play whatever we want now, you know? So take it away, Gabriella.
Thank you. I've never been so tired. May as well have had a drink. But I'd hold my eyelids up with tape to take it in the front seat of your car, talking over radio. Someone I barely knew at all, but known too long. I'm learning how to drive, right on red, avoid lefty. I stop before the road, too scared to go where you had laughed at my attempt to guide us rightly around the bend, where you took your eyes off of the street. turn to me. If I had seen the future, I would have led us astray. We bet so much on future that we have no coins today. I was oil on the road. You were water from the sky. Only a problem when it rains, and it would pour. Maybe one day you will find someone who's more composed, someone so in love with you it seems. I was a resta. Thank you.
Gabriella Simpkins, great to see you again. And we'll have you back for our Campfire Festival over Labor Day weekend in just a couple weeks. Thrilled to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. All right, we're going to get one more from Katherine Congdon before we have Garrett Weiland up. It's Garrett Weiland or Wieland. I'll check once he's on screen here. But Katherine Congdon, let's get you on for one more song.
And I remembered to unmute myself this time. So this song is called Some Days. I wrote this about, in March of 2018 after Stephan Clark, a young man, was running away from the police, went to his grandparents', back door trying to get in, and he was shot and killed in their backyard. And, there's so many people, it's, coming to the forefront again now, but, that shows, I guess, in a sense, my privilege that I think so messed up. I can't believe what's happening, crying, whatever. And then you think someone's taking care of it. And I have the luxury of not knowing that it wasn't taken care of. And what's happened now this year and so many times just shows that things haven't changed, but try not to despair, but try and make a change, I guess. So this is called Some Days. Some days I feel like I am losing my mind, losing my mind, losing my mind. Some days I hear the news and weep and wonder how it can be. But then I tell myself to wake up and move. We gotta take up the struggles of our lives. Sometimes I wonder how things got so out of control. And then I wonder if there is any hope at all. But then I tell myself to wake up and move. Gotta take up the struggle of our lives. There is still good in the world, function over dysfunction. The world may seem turned around, but we can still come out on top. The days I long for peace and hope, all will be
take up the challenge. Gotta take up the troubles of our lives. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity of singing another song. Peace, justice for all.
It's Katherine Congdon. Great to hear her again for a bonus song. Well, we're getting back on track now. We have people showing up for the open mic, which is good because when you sign up, it's good to show up. It's a good thing to do. We've got Garrett Wieland here. How are you, Garrett?
Hey, I'm doing all right. That's perfect pronunciation.
Excellent.
You got it.
And where are you tuned in from that there is so much daylight still?
I am in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm way down on the coast,
Nice.
and so yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter down here, and I'm part of a Corpus Christi Songwriters Association. So we basically started an association, and we started a festival last 3 years. Every February we've been doing a festival. So yeah,
Fantastic. And how
Yeah.
did you come across us?
Everybody I know and love plays you guys. I love Mary Gaucher, and I've just seen your name everywhere, and just been following you on Instagram, and I was excited for the opportunity. It's
Very cool.
You guys
Well-
do all kinds of cool stuff with artists, and I love it. It's awesome.
Thanks. Well, we're thrilled to have you here tonight. Take it away, Garrett Wieland.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys, for having me. I'll just jump right in. This is a song that I wrote kind of to try to psych myself up and get through the pandemic any way I could. And so this is called Strong Soul. Hope you guys like it. We were born by the river, bound for the mountains, and traveling in the dark for so long. Yeah, but love is an ocean, we are coins in the fountain, and I do not think that we are too far gone. But you gotta have a strong soul to help you on your way. Get on your knees and pray when there's nothing else to do. Yeah, you gotta have a strong soul in the middle of the fall. Let you see the rock that you ought to cling to. Well, it's hard to take shelter when the storm is always raging, and it's harder when the storm's inside your mind. Well, we're always hanging on to the things we hope are ageless, where the love we give is all we leave behind. So we gotta have a strong soul to help us on our way. Get on our knees and pray when there's nothing else to do. Yeah, you gotta have a strong soul in the middle of the fall. Let you see the rock that you ought to cling to. So you gotta have a strong soul to help each other through. Do whatever you can do to make it easy. Yeah, we gotta have a strong soul in the middle of the night. Be the love and be the light when others cannot see. We were born by the river, bound for the mountains, and traveling in the dark for too long. Yeah, there you go. So like a lot of songwriters, we lost our day gigs, and I should, so I've been kind of like I had an album finished right before the pandemic hit, and so I've been kind of just sitting on it, waiting to get a job back so I can put money into it. So, yeah. One of the songs I wrote was a song called Dennis, which is a tune that I wrote about the Beach Boy drummer Dennis Wilson. And if you guys know anything about the Beach Boys, he was kind of the crazy brother, and he was apparently the only one that surfed. But Brian Wilson, the lead songwriter, wrote a bunch of the early tunes about Dennis, and so those songs were kind of about him. And Dennis, long story short, released one album in his lifetime called Pacific Ocean Blue. And with very minimal help from the rest of the brothers, it still sounds like the Beach Boys, but just kind of grittier. And so I was just kind of this guy that nobody really expected anything of, made something really beautiful. And so I ended up writing this song about that, and it's called Dennis. Hope you guys like it. It's going to be on the album. Another long story short, it'll be on the album whenever that's out. So yeah, here you go. He was a man without an anchor. He was tied to no pier. Where the ocean took him in, there was nothing for to fear. There was nothing for to fear. He was one of 3 brothers, music in them all, swimming his way to freedom. You could hear the sirens call. You could hear the sirens call. And there was summer in his blood. There was smoke in his brain. There was love in his heart, and the love still remains. And the music is the same. And the music is the same. The eldest brother watched him. He wrote him into a song, a figure running down the beach, free as the day is long, free as the day is long. There were darker tides arising, and the brothers longed for more. Harmonies all sparkling like diamonds on the shore, like diamonds on the shore. And there were songs in his heart, there was sand in his throat. What makes a man go under and what keeps the heart afloat? Will we ever know? Make meaning as we go. He was a man without an anchor. He was tied to no pier. Where the ocean took him in, there was nothing for to fear. There was nothing for to fear. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Club Passim. Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for having me, guys.
Garrett.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Sounded great. That's Garrett Wieland, GarrettWielandMusic.com from down in Corpus Christi, Texas. Make sure you check out his website and keep an eye out for that new record when it happens.
Yes, please do.
All right. All right, we've got a couple of final performers here on deck, and we're thrilled to bring on someone who we got to have at our Campfire Festival a couple of times, and it is good to see you, Nick Russell. Nick, you are muted right now, so we would rather hear you than just see you.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you're handsome.
I wore my Simpsons shirt for this.
Take it away, Nick.
Never much was won for seeing it through. For a lack of focus in this wandering mind. Well, they are works of art that I should know, cover to cover, but somehow life slipped in and just rolled on. So I guess I'll never know how these things end. For all the time I never took, volumes of lessons unlearned upon my shelf, in a dusty pile of all those half-read books. Well, this one I picked up when I was young, and those I just dove into, looking to have a little fun. This one, all my friends said, just might up and change my life. Never will I know if they were right. So I guess I'll never know how these things end. For all the time I never took, man, I could have been sit so high upon that shelf, with a dusty pile of all those half-read books. Never picking them up once you're putting them down, but reach for a favorite if you care. Finer stories have a way of making it up to you. Celebrate the endings if you get there. I thought that we would end up on the last line. House and kids like love tales often do, but somehow it seems I've put down the best things that I've started. It's left me second guessing and broken hearted. Another chapter with no closure, for all the time I never took, and all the things I should have told you. Sit laying there and thought out phrases, dusty, untouched, unturned pages. I keep a photograph from our younger ages, high upon that shelf of half-read books. Thank you. That one's called Half-Read Books. Is the audio okay, I hope? Next, I'm going to do the title track from my record, Talisman, which you can listen to anywhere. And this was produced by Mr. Andy Falco of the infamous String Dusters. Well, on the far side of a little creek, a home to lay my head, in a small brick room where you can touch both of the walls. I live alone, though I was raised in company that would always come and go. We hid the front key under the doormat to the day our home was sold. Since that day, I've been moving on and holding on at the same time. But on a small steel boat, some nights I glide through the cattail reeds on a full moon tide to wash up on a shore I used to know. Well, I was younger there and my heart was pure. Headed back seems to be some cure. Get back to where you come from, to move on to where you're going. Moving on and holding on. Stay true to the road you're on. You know where you come from, not where you're going. If you ever get lost in all this, never know when you find your heart is a talisman that keeps the fears and the ghosts at bay. And when your heart is a talisman, don't it all end up okay? You see, I still sing in the same few bars, right where I stood when I got my start. And that might seem like a big old loser's dream to you, but I was standing there when I found my songs. And though I wish I was further on, I've learned I'll never be above it, and just to do it because I love it. Moving on and holding on. Stay true to the road you're on. You know where you come from, not where you're going. If you ever get lost in all this, never know and remember your heart is a talisman, and it keeps the fears and the ghosts at bay. And when your heart is a talisman, don't it all end up okay? Thank you, Matt and Abby, for having me, and this is really cool. Thank you guys, everybody.
Sounded great, Nick.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you again.
Likewise.
Make sure to check in at nickrussellmusic.com and find where you can pick up Nick's music. And it's great to have him back. He's been part of our Campfire Festival a couple times. All right, we've got one final performer here tonight. Thanks everyone for sticking around and hanging out with us. Make sure you go to passim.org/open mic to sign up for the open mics, but also go to passim.org/stream where you can make a donation to Passim and help us keep the doors open, even though they're closed right now. But a $10 donation will help us tremendously with our operational costs these days. And we can't wait to be back again in the room, having concerts with an audience. And we're thrilled to have our final performer come up for this open mic. Please welcome up Kelly Riley. Hello, Kelly.
Hi, everybody. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Where are you tuning in from?
Coming at you live from Melrose, Massachusetts.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Not far away at all. Well, we're thrilled to have you here.
Oh,
And
thanks very much.
take us home, Kelly Riley.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna start with a cover on one of my favorite bands. Okay. CCR, by the way. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shine down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yesterday and days before, sun is cold and rain is hot. I know, been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle, fast and slow. I know, I can't stop, I wonder. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Alright, that's fun. Alright. One down. Does that work okay? Sorry, do I keep going? Oh, do I keep going? I'm sorry. I hope everybody likes Creedence Clearwater Revival. So that was, I don't know, that's one of the most influential albums I think of all time, so I just picked one of my fave songs from it. This next song is an original, and I'm still working on the title for it, so stay tuned for that, I guess. But this one, I guess, I don't know, I'll say like, I don't know, something about a story or having coffee or something, and I'll figure it out. All right. I need a little more when you come knocking on my door. Darling, it'll take some time till I am yours and you are mine. Till I am yours and you are mine. So let's get this right. We can't be fools rushing in tonight. We'll take it nice and slow. You are where I wanna go. Our story has yet been told. What if it ends with us growing old? What if it ends with us growing old? So let's get this right. We can't be fools rushing in tonight. All right.
It's Kelly Riley. Thank you so much for coming and playing for us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. What a great night of music we've had here tonight at the open mic. We'll be back again with another open mic next Tuesday. We're going to take the day after Labor Day off from open mics, but we've got them coming up through the end of September and into October again after that. So keep an eye on passim.org/open mic for all of our open mic schedules. And then also visit passim.org/stream for all of our streaming concerts. Make sure you tune in for our Campfire Festival over Labor Day weekend as well. Tomorrow night, we're going to have Zachariah Hickman and his Parlor of Playfulness Volume 2. We've got Griffin House on Thursday. Friday is going to be the Passim School of Music Instructor Showcase. Saturday, we will be streaming live from Club Passim with Lloyd Thayer for his 60th birthday show. Thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. Have a great night, and turn your TVs off. Don't watch anything else tonight, because there's nothing good on. Good night.